Good morning, y'all. Hope y'all are having a fabulous morning. We're going to take a look at a few things on the models this morning. First of all, we're going to take a look at our GFS 10-day snowfall output and see what's going on with that. Because we are getting into March, February 25th, and we're starting to get into the time frame where we're transitioning into spring. So we'll see if we can have any last outbursts of winter before winter ends. And the GFS has a big snow for New York and Pennsylvania, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, even parts of Massachusetts and Connecticut and Rhode Island. By this would be around, well, there's one system that comes in around March 1st, February 28th, and then there's another one that comes in around March 4th. So this will be a double decker storm, so to speak. Kind of reminds me of the storm system we had in Cleveland in 2008, I believe it was, and it was March 8th. So it was around the same frame, and it was we had the same amount of totals in that storm. We had about 20 inches here in Cleveland or something like that, 21 or something. Don't forget about the those of you in UP of Michigan and Upper Michigan and Upper Wisconsin, where you typically get a lot of snow in winter because you're just so far north. You will also see some snow. Again, the system from March 1st delivering some snow, and then also all the way to March 6th and 7th, another system comes. And then in the west, a lot of mountain snows here. Just in the upper elevations, we have a lot of snowfall amounts. I want to take a look at the NAO, the North Atlantic Oscillation, because again, we're starting to see that to go negative, and when that goes negative, all you know what breaks loose, and we could have some cold snow fun and games in the eastern half of the USA. So right now that's negative, and when you get the WPO and the EPO to combine with the negative NAO, which is really rare, when you get a stratworm, that can also provide you with a very cold look to the USA. So um, let's take a look at our Penn State EWOL and just kind of see what's up with the current surface analyses right here. So again, just a lot of cloud deck here over the Texas area. Cloud streaming in from the jet stream here into Tennessee, and then there will be, if you look to the left of this image, there will be a bowling ball like trough kind of streaming into the southwest USA, and that will make its way into the eastern USA, and it will produce a lot of rain in the California region. And also, obviously, when it hits east, it will bring some snow to the colder air temperatures when it meets with those. Let's take a look at our NCEP models. Let's take a look at our 2 week model guidance here. We're going to take a look at the American, aka the GFS model, and I'm just kind of skim through this, see if I find anything interesting. And again, a lot of cold air locked up and loaded in Canada, ready to unleash south. Here's a low pressure system heading into Chicago by the 27th, delivering some snow to Wisconsin and Michigan. And again, that moves east and kind of dissipates and fades. Then here's a bigger trough that tries to dive deep south by March 2nd, and then it just battles with some warm air. And again, another similar system delivering some snow and rains to the east. So um, that's going to be the story. It's going to be like a dogfight between the warm and the cold weather in the USA in the next few weeks. We'll see who wins, the cold dog or the warm dog, and let's see what happens. And let's take a look, last but not least, just to review our Jamstack weather model for the spring, because oh, and I also want to look at winter, what it's been like so far, just to get a picture of that. So let's take a look at February, our latest run for this. Let's do a precip actually from March through May. And again, a lot of precip here in the Nashville, Tennessee area in the Mid Atlantic region. So that's the forecast for that, and then a lot of dry towards Texas, some moisture towards the Northwest USA. Um, so that's that. Let's take a look at our hurricane season precip forecast, and let's take a look at that. So if it would load, there we go. And a lot of rains for the ENSO region as we have an El Nino developing, and when you get those warmer waters, you tend to get more convection, more just a general convection, more rains over that area. And overall, this is looking very dry, which is equivalent to what a El Nino would produce right there in the Gulf and in the Caribbean, shutting down the wave train, so to speak, for hurricanes this year in development. So this makes sense. So I would not deny that this is true. Let's take a look at September, November into the heart of hurricane season and see what we have here. And again, pretty much dry. I'm sure you'll get, you know, one or two major systems this year, because that's kind of what happens when you get your drier seasons. You tend to get one or two major, you know, hurricanes. I want to do NOAA PSD now, and I want to show you what winter has been like so far in terms of the geopotential height at the 500 millibar level. And we're going to take a look going all the way back to December 1st, the beginning of seasonal winter, all the way to February 1st, and we're going to end on this year. Oops, swoops, 2020, I'm sorry, 2023. Going back a year there. Okay, so Northern Hemisphere anomalies. Let's create this plot. And here's winter so far. Basically, we've had a negative NAO, or at least partial negative NAO, because it's a little bit far south of a block to be a negative, pure negative NAO. But we've had a trough in the west, ridge over Greenland and over a Maine, and also a ridge over the North Pole. So, you know, the problem is the positioning of all this is why we've had a winter so warm so far, is because if these blocks are situated farther west, you know, right around Alaska, that would send a lot of cold air farther south into the USA. We just haven't had that this year. So that's why it's been a predominantly warm winter and just an overall ugly pattern for snow lovers. So, you know, winter is coming to a close, and we're coming towards spring for all those who love spring and sunshine and all of that stuff. And I'm happy for y'all, and I'm hoping I can be happy for y'all who love winter as well, because I hope that we can get some action before winter ends, some cold and snow, some bowling ball troughs. You know, just like we had during the winter of 2013, we had a lot of snow that spring that just kind of leveled across the middle part of the USA. It is very interesting. I never seen anything like it at that time. But that's it for now, guys. In the meantime, thanks for watching. God bless and take care. Hope you enjoyed this update. Make sure you share this video with friends and family so we can grow this channel. All right, peace. Bye.